Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's time to go through the best spring fragrances to wear this spring. When I think of spring, I think of renewal, of rebirth, and it's a season when I love to smell those fresh and invigorating scents. It's a time of new beginnings and it's often reflected in the fragrances for men, which are usually a bit lighter. It's a season with fragrances of aquatic notes, citrus notes and floral notes, which makes you think of the nature just waking up from a long winter. Think of wonderful notes with bergamot, citrus, grape that's zesty and citrusy. Or notes like lavender, jasmine and rose that also comes alive during the spring. Or aquatic notes that makes you think of rain or newly grown grass that just gives you this vibe of cleanliness and rejuvenation. Many men gravitate towards these lighter, fresher scents in the spring. Myself, I'm not the biggest fan of fresh spring scents, so I can guarantee you that the ones who made it to this video are amazing. Some of these are my personal absolute favorites. Some are not my absolute favorites, but they are amazing scents and I'm gonna tell you why. Now before we continue, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you want more men's fragrance videos with me. The first fragrance is a new release from Valentino. I absolutely love the Valentino fragrances. Many of them have a powderiness that is just fantastic. This is not powdery. It's very light, it's green, it's fresh and aromatic, and it's a wonderful scent. And I really like it even though it doesn't have that powderiness that you find in the Valentino fragrances, but I really like it because it's a bit different. This is Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Green Stravaganza. The notes are Calabrian bergamot, coffee and vetiver. I like this because it's citrusy, it's fresh, it's lightly aromatic, and I can say that that coffee note is really something that you pick up, but this one has added to that citrus and aromatic side something a bit warm, spicy and earthy over it. This is such an easy reach. You will smell good to anyone if you wear this during spring. I think this also has some kind of fruity touch that makes it really nice and adds a bit of sweetness. The next fragrance is from Armaf. Armaf has so many good fragrances and their Club de Nuit collection is fantastic. There is not a single one in that collection that doesn't smell amazing. I have picked out one that is citrusy, fruity, musky, powdery and a bit sweet. This is Armaf Club de Nuit Sillage. The top notes are bergamot, blackcurrant, lemon, lime, violet leaf and ginger. In the middle there is rose, iris and jasmine, and in the base ambroxan, musk, sandalwood and cedar. I am absolutely in love with this fragrance and I love it because it has a blackcurrant note in the top that together with violet leaf, iris and musk in the base makes it incredible. Do spray this on for any occasion in the spring, but definitely for a date if you want to smell memorable. And one thing that just brings this over the edge is the sandalwood note. The sandalwood in this one is beautiful. I love to mix new fragrances with classic ones, and one that I consider a classic is Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme. This is such a wonderful fragrance with top notes of mandarin orange, mint, cypress and sage. In the mids, pepper. In the base, tonka bean, musk, sandalwood and cedar. So the sweet vanilla scent of it comes from the tonka bean, and that together with the freshness of mint in the top and mandarin orange makes it wonderful. This is a no-brainer if you want to smell incredible, if you like fresh, woody, aromatic, sweet and citrusy scents. And if you like compliments, this is perfect because this gives you such a wonderful scent cloud. Narciso Rodriguez has some quite amazing fragrances both for men and women. I love the Musk Noir fragrances for women, and I think that the For Him fragrances for men are amazing. One of my absolute favorites is For Him Bleu Noir Parfum. That one is incredible. It's powdery with a cardamom note to die for, but when it's spring it may not be the perfect one. So instead I'm going to recommend another one that is quite different from that one, but this is incredible and it's really unique. This is Narciso Rodriguez For Him Vetiver Musk. The top notes are cardamom, cypress and nutmeg, and in the mids there is bourbon geranium, musk, red algae, lavender and frankincense, and in the base patchouli, vetiver and cedar. I think this is a fantastic scent if you like fragrances that are aromatic, woody, fresh and also a bit soapy. I usually don't love soapy fragrances, but the soapiness in this one is amazing. The soapy vibes is like Acqua di Parma, Colonia Essenza, and that is a perfect kind of soapiness. This is a new release and it's perfect if you like a fragrance that is quite light and not so heavy, but still with a lot of layers and nuances to it. The next one is not exactly new, but it's not that old either, so I can't call it a classic. What I can call it is a fantastic fragrance. This was released in 2020 2020 and it's an amazing release from Missoni, loved by so many. This is Missoni Wave and it has notes like sea notes, citruses and Sicilian mandarin in the top. In the midst there is lavender, clary sage, rosemary and Egyptian pelargonium. And in the base, vanilla orchid, Haitian vetiver, patchouli and oak musk. If you like aromatic and citrusy fragrances with a touch of marine notes and a fresh spicy side, this is for you. I call this a happy scent. This is a light and bright kind of scent that just makes you happy. Missoni Wave is incredible and you can really wear it for any occasion. The next one is one that is not a classic because it was released in 2021, but it has been around for long in different variations. The one I have in my hand is from 2021 and it's Dior Homme Sport. I think everything that comes from Dior sort of smells classic. They have scents that are elegant, sophisticated and timeless. Dior Homme Sport has top notes like lemon, bergamot and aldehydes. In the middle you find elemi and pink pepper, and in the base woody notes, olibanum and amber. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with a fragrance like this. This is mostly citrusy, aromatic and woody, but it also has a bit of warmth over it. If you like the original Dior Homme, this is like a fresher version of it. What I like with this one is that it works amazing if you are dressed to go to the gym and work out, but it also works amazing if you are like wearing a crisp white shirt and a pair of jeans and a pair of sneakers. This will smell amazing for any occasion during the spring. The next one is a fragrance for men who loves to wear notes of cedar. This is the fragrance that really got me into cedar. It's cedar focused and it's one of the best cedar notes I have ever smelled. This is Hero from Burberry. The top note is bergamot. In the middle you have juniper and black pepper, and listen to this, in the base, Atlas cedar, Virginian cedar and Himalayan cedar. So if you're not fond of cedar, obviously you should stay away from this fragrance. But if you like woody fragrances and if you especially like the note of cedar and you enjoy fragrances that's also fresh, aromatic and citrusy, this is something you have to try. This is so masculine, it's so elegant and sophisticated. One thing that is a downer with this one is that the performance is not that good. I would love for this performance to be better, but if you can live with a weaker performance and just accept that you will have to reapply it during the day, this is something you should try. And hey, not everyone likes beast mode fragrances. If you have heard me describe the next fragrance before, you know which one it is. This is an amazing freshie. It's a freshie with a lot of layers and it comes to you in layers. So when you spray this on, you get this floral vibe. Then after a while, it smells fresh. Then you get something citrusy, then something musky, and then it's all floral again, and then it's all citrusy again. So this just comes to you in layers and it's incredible. It evolves beautiful on your skin. This is Galloway from Parfums de Marly. It has top notes of citrus and pepper. In the midst, orange blossom and iris, and in the base, musk and amber. If you like Percival, if you like Sedley, and if you like Darley, you are going to like Galloway as well. This is not a new one. It has been around for long and I have recommended it so many times, but continuously, and actually just yesterday, I got a comment about it and someone was writing, I finally bought Galloway and I absolutely love it. This is one of my favorites for fall on a man. And since it's a Parfums de Marly, the performance is great and even for being a freshie. Paco Rabanne has a fragrance for every season. And the Invictus line is a collection of fragrances that actually works all year around. But when it comes to summer and spring, it's one above all. And the one I absolutely love is Invictus Platinum. Invictus Platinum is a wonderful scent with absinthe and grapefruit in the top. In the middle there is mint and lavender, and in the base cypress and patchouli. This is fresh, spicy, it's woody, it's aromatic and green. And when you walk behind someone wearing this, you end up in a beautiful scent cloud that is really mesmerizing. I think this is one of the most unique Invictus fragrances and it's a perfect choice for spring and also for the summer when the weather is really hot. This is quite different from the other Invictus fragrances because of that green side, but that is also what makes this stand out. Okay, please do not trash my pronunciation of the next one. It's going to sound horrible because I don't know French, so spare me the comments unless you want to comment that I have this amazing pronunciation. No, I'm just kidding. It's Hermès and it's H24 and this is Herbe Vives. or something. This is really the kind of fragrance that I usually don't tend to like. But this one, even for being a really green freshie, is something that I do enjoy. And I want to recommend this one because I know that this is a kind of scent that so many men feel so comfortable wearing. So if you're into this kind of scent, this is something you should try. And in the top there is herbal notes, in the midst there is pear, and in the base Cool. What I think is quite cool with this one is that if you imagine some leaves fresh leaves from a tree, if you like tear them apart a bit and then smell them, you get something green like this. This is very light, it's very bright, but it has that depth from the green notes. And I think it's quite special. This is not something I would like to smell every day on a man, but for well-picked occasions, this is a great fresh and green fragrance. And what makes it a bit more interesting than other green and fresh fragrances is the note of pear. The next one up is a classic. This is a fantastic fragrance. It's something that I think almost every man has tried at least once. Many has probably had it in their collection, but however, this is not something I smell that often when I'm at work or just out. So I really like to recommend it anyways, even though it's been around for so long, because I think it's a great scent on a man. This is L'Homme from YSL. The top notes are ginger, bergamot and lemon. In the middle there is spices, violet leaf, white pepper and basil, and in the base tonka bean, cedar and Tahitian vetiver. I mean, come on, this smells like a man. This smells like a classy, sophisticated and attractive man. It's fresh, it's woody, it's aromatic and it's warm spicy. You can't go wrong with a fragrance like this. Works for absolutely any occasion. It's not too heavy, so you can have it in the spring and even in the summer. You can have it all year around, but I think it goes so well with spring outfits. Azzaro has a lot of incredible fragrances, and my favorite line or collection is the Wanted collection. Those fragrances are sweet, they are warm, they are spicy, and they are so sexy. But Azzaro also has a line of freshies that is amazing, and it's the Chrome collection. This is Azzaro Chrome Pure with mandarin orange and bergamot in the top. In the midst, watery notes, orange blossom and akigala wood, and in the base, tonka bean, mate, white musk and cedar. They are not the same, but I think this is sort of like a toned down version of Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is woody, it's aromatic and fresh, but it also has a wonderful sweetness from vanilla. That just like Allure Sport Eau Extreme comes from the wonderful note of tonka bean. And what this also has is a white floral touch. My favorite freshies always has some kind of warmth to them and some kind of sweetness, and that's why this is so good. I think this is a wonderful scent that is really attractive. I would say spray this on for your spring date and you will smell incredible. The next fragrance is from one of my favorite brands for both men and women, and it's Rassasi. Rassasi has many fragrances, and what I like about them is that they have both expensive fragrances that smells amazing, but they also has cheap ones that smells incredible. So I think they have the perfect combo. And with that said, there is something for everyone in their collection. This is Rassasi Casamat Rassana. The top notes are apple, bergamot and lemon. In the middle, cypriol oil, leather and sandalwood, and in the base, musk, cedar, amber and agarwood. My favorite part of this fragrance is the fresh woodiness with a bit of sweetness and fruitiness on top. It also has this musky and powdery veil that makes it so much more than just a freshie and brings some kind of warmth and depth to it. This is such an easy reach for spring, for any kind of occasion, and the performance is fantastic. Now that was no less than 13 fragrances that you can wear this spring to smell amazing. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want more fragrance videos. And do not forget to have the notifications bell on. Before you leave, please tell me in the comments if you have any of these fragrances and if you enjoy them. Or tell me which fragrance you will be smelling great in this spring. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye!